Welcome to Provo, Utah, LaVell Edwards Stadium, home to the 1984 national champion BYU Cougars, and this, one of the more intimidating venues in all of college football. What a game we have in store for you today. A Big 12 showdown, and the implications could last for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Pittsburgh Panthers taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Pitt lined up for the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Oops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Retzlaff. Got it in the middle, it's Martin. Jumped on top of the pile.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Now, in that ethereal realm of BYU quarterbacks like Ty Detmer and Steve Young, Jake Retzlaff has a chance to claim a spot in there, David. 11-2 a season ago, just missed a playoff. If they can get to the CFP, what does it mean for a program like this?
It would be huge. I mean, BYU is a good program, but nobody looks at them as an elite program. So they could perform at that level. And listen, it's going to be Retzlaff. He's that guy. Like, he's scrambling, throwing, making plays. Kind of had a knack for big plays last year. So if he builds on that, watch out.
Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big game. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business.
Well, when you're running the curl route against zone coverage as a QB, you know you've got to get the receiver the ball quickly. This quarterback has a cannon for an arm. He showed you on that last throw, and the offense picks up the first down.
BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Retzlaff. He's got it. Gets it in. Touchdown, Cougars!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. To the air on first down. Wasting no time taking a shot. Fires and picked off. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Makes the catch. It's Roberts. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
4th and short. I already called my 3rd down play knowing I was going for it on 4th down. So you better believe I got the play locked and loaded. We're going for it on 4th down.
And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Touchdown, Cougars. A great catch and run for 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it to the right side. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Reed. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Looking to throw, it's Holstein. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, But thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Wants to go up top on first down. Dances away to buy time. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to fire on second down. He's open on the right. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it first and 10. They'll go with a direct snap. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up second and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quick pass on the fly motion. Looking for room at the 30. He's loose. Touchdown, BYU! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he's got some space. Wide open spaces. The 30, the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Panthers.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
The AT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Almost a little bit more on that return. He's chased out of bounds at the 30 in good starting position for this offense. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Retzlaff. Pocket breaking down. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, BYU! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Oh, it's a reverse. And the defense not fooled at all as they stop this play at the line. Pitt pushing the pace. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. It just... to make that catch.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
One final play before the end of the quarter. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and we'll get ready to change sides for the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Quarterback may change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. He wants to go deep. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cougars!
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats, and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. Virginia Tech was far from the friendly confines of Lane Stadium, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Holstein. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
The Panthers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Holds and fires complete to the right. Trying to give them some room to work with. Stopped just short of the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 19. And the Panthers racing to the line in the hurry up. DBs will try to keep everything in front. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Pitt will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. No fair catches here, looking for room. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Motion from the wideout. Looking for room, it's Martin. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
On the direct snap, it's Martin. Powers through the defender. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Direct snap, it's Martin. He'll pull it down. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield, it's Retzlaff. He fires a bullet to the right. And he's got it inside the 25.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
This BYU offense set up with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Snags it, and he will score! Touchdown, Cougars!
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass.
Number 45 set to kick this one away.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Trying play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Finding open areas. It's a seam wide open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Here comes the option. Now the pitch. Got the first down and still on his feet. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
6-9-1. Gators far.
They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Finds his tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Hit right back to the line. Gonna run it. It's Reed. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Trying to keep this drive alive. That ought to be enough to give Pitt the first down.
And in these situations, you're never looked at poorly, right? You can go for these situations because it's a really long field goal, so it's not a guaranteed make, or I can be aggressive offensively, and I like the choice. Be aggressive, get the first down. Nice job by the offense.
The Panthers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the Panthers can really attack on this second and short. They're going to test that run defense to the right here.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
The Panthers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Panthers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the red zone, looking for a space. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air, it's Holstein. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. They'll immediately call timeout. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have to do a better job of protection this time after that third down sack set them back, but they'll go for it here. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being... position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Forced out of the pocket. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. timeout to kick it off to open the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The DBs will back off a bit. Going to the run to start this second half. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Back to the ground with the running back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
Who needs that smell salt? Goodness gracious, that linebacker just opened the eyes of the running back, running through the hole and hitting him right in the mouth.
And, man, he may have to have the molars checked out after that one, but at least he was able to hang on to the football.
Secure that football. It is hard to do when you get hit that hard, especially when you get that face right there on the football. Nice job by the back holding on to the ball.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. BYU lines up quickly.
Slide 22. Slide 22. Go.
Tries to get it on the ground. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
How nice is it to have a running back with this guy's skill set, right? That's not a guaranteed give-me 4th down conversion either, but still, they trust in him to find the crease and keep this drive alive.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
And you got to wonder what the defense is feeling on this drive here, because they've had 5 straight runs now, and they ran it on 1st, 2nd, 3rd. They got it on 4th down, so that's a kick in the gut. And all of a sudden, right away on 1st down, they're running it at you again. You're not being respected right now on defense, and until someone stops the running game, you're not going to get it.
On the run, still looking. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Martin. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And big-time play by this defensive line, setting the line of scrimmage, getting the stop, forcing the fourth down now. I think I got a pretty good idea, Palmer, that, well, if you're calling plays, if I'm calling plays, well, really, if anybody's calling plays, I'm thinking green light.
Yeah, so let's see if the defensive line can do it again. You just saw it on that last play. Can they bow up one more time, make a game-changing and a momentum-changing type play to give the
Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. Touchdown, BYU! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll leave it with the lone back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Here we go.
It's a reverse. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
A lot of times you have these guys start, these wide receivers, they're game breakers, and you want to find ways to give them the football, whether it be screens, whether it be jet sweeps. Just find ways to give him the football, because he can get 5 yards in a hurry when you need those plays, especially when you want to mix it up on the defense and keep them guessing.
He'll get rid of it. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guy. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on the first drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football, because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
BYU lines up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, BYU! These guys wanted to make a statement. Statement has been delivered.
It's your
Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Looking to pass. It's Sellers. That's caught. It's Bennett. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
On first down from their own 22. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. He lets one fly deep. He's got it inside the 30. Oh, and he not only gets the ball back, he's also got enough for the first down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Going to the running game. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. It's a reverse. And that was a creative play call, but a better defensive play to stop it for no gain.
And you got to love this if you're the defensive coordinator, because your defense stayed disciplined. They didn't over-pursue to the running back. They stayed home, played great with their eyes, and they were able to make the tackle.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
That coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did. And they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. To the air, it's Allen. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Turning on the Jets. There he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, if he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Brown. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. This quarterback part of their running game. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, South Carolina.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. With the catch, it's Bennett. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. First play of the period, first down here. On the option. He'll toss it. Still on his feet at the 45. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Gamecocks in the hurry-up. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They'll run play action. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. And after making the interception, he takes it inside the 40.
And what a great job by the defense that time. cover one man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. From the shotgun, the inside give. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. They'll immediately call timeout.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
So now it's second and long. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Another incompletion on third down.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. It looked like it was going to be a first down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on first down. He's got an open man. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And the Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. Got him downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Draw play, quarterback keeps it. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. They want to get this defense on its heels. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Under fire. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through. Fingers.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
From the gun, wants to pass. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Release to the back. He's got it. 1st down and more. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We're just about ready to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Looking to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
The Nittany Lions need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. They'll run the screen. Got room to work. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the grab, plenty for the 1st down. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the 1st down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw, it's Allen. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to build on their one-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here and let your defense play and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
On 4th down, looking to pass. They've got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
and the offensive line has to do a better job protecting their man. It's fourth down. He needs some time to make a play. The defense brings the blitz, beats the offensive line, and gets the big sack.
On the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option.
They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on 3rd down. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got his man downfield. All out of space. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Power football with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Moving out of the pocket. The throw. It's complete to the right. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
He's out of bounds at the 7-yard line. 1st and goal, South Carolina.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They're going to give it to the wide receiver on 1st and goal. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter.
10-14, South Carolina, 7.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
South Carolina, number 3, with the carry.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. So they moved the ball 37 yards on the drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fair catch called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Allard. Throws to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way. And you know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like the idea. I'm going to keep throwing this.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. How about the tight end showing the athleticism and diving to make that grab?
It's so nice as a quarterback, Reese, to have a tight end who's athletic and can make the play when it's not a perfect throw.
To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. He wants to throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They move on top here in the 4th. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Harbor. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Back to throw, it's Sellers. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball, placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. He's going to take off. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
How about that critical moment in the 4th quarter? He hasn't really had a lot of success on the ground, but you put the ball in his hands. It's a pass play. You want to throw it, but he makes a very good decision. He tucks it. He gets the first down. That's a big-time play in the 4th quarter by this quarterback.
Might be changing the route. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. With jet sweep pass. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Here's a heat. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. 4th down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
The offense gets it. Timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Deep into the 4th quarter of this game, down by 6. They'll have to go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The Nittany Lions just want to hold on to this ball for the final minute. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll run the counter. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense takes a timeout with... Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see, the number 8 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 12th-ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Gamecocks will put total weather to crank us up. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Oh, they're after him. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
And he's dragged down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, They had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
To throw, it's Nussmeier. Got it in the middle, it's Durham. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. Finds his man, it's Anderson. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally, don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
Gonna look downfield again. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again, like...
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. At the 35, he's loose. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. The Gamecocks want to move quickly.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Now the play fake. Pressure coming. Buys a little extra time. He's going to fire to the left. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. To the air, it's Sellers. Caught over the middle, it's Brown. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. That's why you never assume the first guy's going to make the tackle, and you have to keep running to the football.
Man, it's something you highlight every single week in defensive meetings. Don't assume somebody's going to make it. Don't assume somebody's going to make it. Take the correct angle. Nice job. First guy misses. Second guy gets him on the ground, forces the 4th down, throws that fist up in the air.
On the option. Now the pitch. Turning it on. It's a running room. The 10. Touchdown, South Carolina. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but man, his speed when he he's on the perimeter. The options executed that well, it is virtually impossible to stop.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it set up on the outside. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Wants to go up top. Extending the play. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
Well, that's not Lamar Jackson back there scrambling around. This is a guy the defense felt like if we can get him out of the pocket and flush him, we can get after him and chase him, bring him down. And they did that one pretty easy there, getting the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
Well, the defense can smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
South Carolina Gamecocks will take over 1st and 10.
First play of the drive comes from the 41. Quick handoff. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Picks up the first down, still moving. He's loose. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Really nice job executing the reverse on that play, and it's all about the misdirection because the running back has it, you're getting the fast flow by the defense, and then he laterals it to the receiver going the other way, who's able to use his speed, outflank the defense, and it's a big explosive play for the O.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Wants to adjust the pattern. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Makes the catch. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 and the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
He'll ride his man on the option. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Great job by the back on the option.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Will take over 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Tight end now in motion. From the gun to give, looking for room. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. And the
defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
To the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. We all love the quarterbacks with the big arms and the big throws, but getting that protection set properly is so huge.
And I think the quarterback just had so much confidence that he was going to be picked up. He didn't freak out. He was so poised, knowing that those big fellas up front, they had it all.
Oh, he's got some space. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Complete to the right. Tackle is made after the catch, but it'll set up first and goal from the 7. The Tigers will try to punch it in on first and goal. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Flushed out of the pocket. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Touchdown Tigers! Fitted in the window for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Going up top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Behind the chains now on second and long. He might want another play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Brown. He's down to the 38-yard line. Can stop the clock. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air, it's Sellers. Going over the top. Got it! And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Lining up for the PAT. The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a 62-yard pass for the score. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Going for the big play. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Some of this, they'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the snap, it's Brown. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Snagged in the middle, it's Bennett. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. They'll run for it on third and short. Wide open spaces. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion. It's a seam wide open. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. The Gamecocks have their offense in high gear. They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he's wrestled to the ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. This drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Back to throw, it's Sellers. A strike downfield. Touchdown, South Carolina! And they add 6 more to the board. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Under fire. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They run the reverse. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections. But the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead. And a lot of times for a loss and put the offense in a bind.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense.
Timeout, South Carolina.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? Goes to the option. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it.
I don't know about the play call there. 3rd and long, and you're going option, and the defense, give them credit. They took everything away. The quarterback had to keep it himself. Defense is fine, giving up a couple of yards, but that's all you're going to get against the athleticism they have on that side of the football. I think that was a play the offense should have thrown it.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it. Gonna let it fly. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. Making checks. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
I mean, you can say that's a quarterback or you can call him a running back. I mean, goodness gracious, he's dropping back to throw the football, but when he sees a hole, his eyes get big and he just explodes through it. Everybody's trying to catch him, trying to get to him, just chewing up yards so easily.
And the Gamecocks look to keep this drive humming. Tries to do it himself on the draw. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field?
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
South Carolina.
They did a really good job of setting the tone and stringing that drive together. It was a long drive. They needed to convert some specific spots. They did it, and here's how they ended it, with physicality. Punch him in the mouth, opening this game with a statement, and they got the early lead.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? DB's right up on the receivers. Here's the pressure. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
A loss of 8 yards on the play. 3rd down coming up. That's the end of the first quarter. South Carolina 7, Washington 0.
So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Williams looking for a man. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, they're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Breaks the tackle.
The return is tackled down at the 42, and the South Carolina offense will take over 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive from the 42. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Smith.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the 1st down on the play. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the 1st down.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. The lone back's got it. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
And the extra point extends the lead to 16. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They take over late in the together a drive. Williams will pass. Throws for the tight end. Catch in the middle. It's Moore. There he goes. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Wants to throw on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Washington.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bennett. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll leave it with him. Kearney on the Jets. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
The Sweet Feet buy a little time. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all 1st half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Williams looking for a man. Bringing the heat. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The offense set for a 1st down play. Caught in the backfield, it's Green. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Gonna take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Intercepted to stop the threat. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Buys a little time. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Makes the grab on the right. Hits the crease. Touchdown Gamecocks. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Number 8.
I got to tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
And the extra point was good to finish things off.
That makes the score South Carolina 30, Washington 6.
And the Gamecocks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Williams will pass. Throws to the tight end. Got a man in the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. To the air on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Back to pass on second down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field. And
welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate from the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The option look. Now the toss. Got the first down and more. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
How about that, man? 3rd and long. You know what I'm going to run? Let's see. Long pass, go route. No, we're going to run the option and try to catch him off guard. And I think they do a little bit, but the defense does a nice job rallying and getting to the play and getting to the pitch man before he gets to the sticks.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Gamecocks will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Finds his man. It's Durham. Man, sometimes he's like trying to wrap up a ghost. He's out to the 27.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine. He might hurtle over you, but if you don't go in with conviction, and he's got the speed to get outside and take it the distance, this dude just makes your heart stop every time he has the ball.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Here's the handoff. Picks up the first down. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Oh, he's got a chance. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down.
Man, you gotta love the offense coming out with a plan. They're gonna feed their running back. Great job featuring him. Great job setting the physical tone. And they punched this defense right in the mouth and already got them back on their heels.
We're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Quickly complete. There he goes. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Operating in the red zone here on second down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give to the back. All out of space. Turning it on. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
To the ground. He's got it again. They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time they knock him down behind the line.
Nice job by the defense suffocating this offense. They were ready for it. Nice job getting them on the ground, making a tackle. And here we go. This offense is trying to do something, trying to get some momentum, right back on the ball, running the no-huddle.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Now on the option. He'll toss it. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Going to try to get it himself. He'll be knocked out of bounds a couple of yards short, and that's a stop for the defense. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. The give. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. Steps away. Unleashes one. Makes the grab. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Offense set on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. It's caught downfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to scramble. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
I think oftentimes for a quarterback, accuracy goes down a little bit when you're not throwing from the pocket in a good throwing position. Every time you scramble, every time you start running, you really got to make sure that all of your fundamentals are in check. And that time, the quarterback just got a little bit out of whack, and that affected the accuracy on that throw.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. It's 4th down and 14, but they're going to go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires into traffic and intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
Got it in the middle. It's Brown.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Fires deep on the run. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Thomas. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Slings it downfield. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And with the interception, he'll take it all. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And I get it. You want to start fast, take the life out of this home crowd. But when you're the road team and you start the game with an onside kick, that is a little bit crazy, a little bit aggressive. And when you don't get it, now you've created all the momentum for the home team and great field position.
Oh, it's a reverse. And that's a live ball. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Gamecocks in the hurry up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Lots of running room. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
The Gamecocks have this offense rolling. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18. And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. It's a reverse. Got some room entered to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
When the defense is going to be kicking themselves for that, they knew coming into this game they had to stop this wide receiver. And it wasn't just going to be catching the football. They knew they might see him in the run game as well. Really good timing on the reverse call there. Down in the red zone, the defense just not able to catch up and make a tackle.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20.
First and 10.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the win.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the catch down the right side. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big. Stops the drive.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
To the air. It's Sellers. Finds the tight end. At the 35, he's open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Looking to throw on first down. Moving away from pressure. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Might be calling a hot route. Second down, he'll throw it. Rushes on him. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
He's showing you his skills on that last throw. This guy's got arm talent and accuracy, man. And some of it's not coachable. And I think back to Jamarcus Russell and Joe Burrow, 2 former Tiger quarterbacks.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Tigers! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Tie game, and what about this call? Going for an onside kick here in the first half. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
But we're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling like that.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. It's a reverse. He's loose. Makes it past the marker. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
One of the things I love about reverse plays is you take advantage of the defense's fast flow. When they saw the ball going one way, everybody started running that, and all of a sudden they flip it to the receiver on the reverse going back the other way. He's got way too much speed for anybody to catch up. It's a really good play call and good timing on that play call as well.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. He lets it fly. Got it in stride inside the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown LSU.
And that's exactly why you do play action. You freeze linebackers, you freeze safeties, you open up spots on the field and take big shots. The offense capitalizes and gets the big touchdown.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the point after is good. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Surely they're going to kick this thing away. Tied in the second quarter, they're lined up for an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Going to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Sellers. Going for it all. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And the Gamecocks are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Here comes the option. The pitch. Oh, he's got some space. A tremendous run. He was 4-4 after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. After the run, now to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Bennett. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecock.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So they march the ball 41 yards on that drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Thomas. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Under fire. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
Well, welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Here's a heat. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, it's Gus Meyer. He lost one down the sideline. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Lets it fly deep downfield. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. The Gamecocks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught over the middle, it's sharp. Wide open spaces. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The play action fake. Unloads it downfield. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here now early in their first possession in the third quarter. They're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
Just misses on the big downfield shot. And I think some people think that's a difficult throw to make, but I'll tell you what, a lot of times you put a little air underneath it and you just trust your guy more than you trust the DB, but it's hard to do when you overshoot your wide receiver.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams, Bryce alive on third down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Anderson. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs. game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Just keeps swinging it. Fires to the right. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. From the shotgun, they'll run it. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Touch pass on the run. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Oh, they're after him. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Quarterback keeper. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
On 4th down, going to the air. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Wow, it was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he showed you the arm talent on the throw.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. Got it inside the 15. At the 20, he's got space. And he'll haul it over and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
When you run these screen plays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get it to the running back, but look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Snagged in the middle, it's Sharp. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They're looking to throw on second and short. Trying to get behind the defense. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is what...
Ball's out behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.